Armchair Quarterbacks, Jess here with the guide to Madden 11's online team play. In this year's Madden, you can get together with 5 other buddies for a little online competition. This may not be the Madden you're used to playing, but the coaches here at IGN have some training tips that'll get you up to speed in no time.
To the end zone! Big collision in the air that time!
Online team play completely shakes up the co-op mode from last year. 6 players can take part with a maximum of 3 on each side. Each player will be able to control different little squads within their team. So on offense, one guy can be a quarterback and pick plays, one guy handles the running backs, and one takes care of the wide receivers. On defense, one person controls the linebackers and picks defensive plays, one manages the defensive line, and one takes care of the defensive backs. There is also an any option in which you can switch to any player who isn't already being controlled by a human, but that has a few drawbacks that we'll get to later. Since success in this mode relies heavily on a coordinated effort, everyone will have to communicate with each other. Football is a game of assignments. Offensive assignments will come from the quarterback, while defensive ones will come from the linebacker. Once you get those assignments, follow them. There is very little room for showboating, so stick to the play.
And that's a catch.
Having said that, sometimes a play needs to change depending on what the other team is up to. Luckily, there are a number of pre-play actions that each squad can take. Quarterbacks can do audibles and offensive line shifts, while running backs and wide receivers can pull your typical Madden hot routes or motion left or right. Linebackers can do audibles, hot routes, and LB shifts. The defensive line can do hot routes or DL shifts, and defensive backs can either change the coverage or do hot routes. If that went over your head, don't worry. It just means that each squad can change a part of their assignment before the play starts. Because of this, it's important to always tell the other teammates what you're doing. Quarterbacks and linebackers can see all hot route changes by calling up the play art before the snap. Since they can see everything, they need to be the ones who coordinate the other players.
Passes it downfield.
So what's the big deal about setting plays in the game? Well, a receiver can technically run anywhere he wants once the play starts. However, if you don't stick to the plan, it's easy for the quarterback to get confused. Likewise, if you're a receiver and you're open, don't just yell to the quarterback. Call out what button corresponds to the player that's open. It's much more helpful. Also, remember that receivers need to press either Y or triangle when the ball reaches them to actually catch it. This is different from a normal single-player game. And finally, running backs should remember to follow their blockers. This sounds like a no-brainer, but blocking has been greatly improved in Madden 11.
Touchdown, Steelers!
The final part of online team play involves in-game accomplishments, aka attribute boosts. For example, if you're a QB and you throw 2 touchdowns and pass for more than 300 yards in a game, you will get the Air Show accomplishment. This will boost your awareness, medium passing accuracy, and short passing accuracy by 2%. However, if you're playing under the Any option, where you can select any character, you will not earn boosts. Boosts will stay with you throughout all online team play games. Just be warned about people who randomly drop into your games. You can see if they have their boosts on or not, and if they do while you don't, well, let's just say that's not exactly fair.
Feet don't fail me now! Touchdown, New England!
For more tips, tricks, and gamer boosts, head on over to guides.ign.com. And if you have suggestions for future episodes, be sure to follow our Twitter @IGN. I'm Jessica Choba, and we will see you here next time on Strategize.